Ever pondered on the audacity of human ambition, particularly when it comes to city planning? Picture a city that stretches as far as the eye can see, but in a single, unbroken line. A city without cars or streets, just a continuous thread of civilization snaking through the desert. This was the audacious vision for NEOM, Saudi Arabia's ambitious linear city project. NEOM was no ordinary city planning endeavor. It was a dream born from the fusion of futurism and audacious ambition. The concept was to construct a linear city, running a staggering 170 kilometers across the desert. No cars, no streets, just a sleek, streamlined cityscape designed to revolutionize the way we live. But NEOM wasn't just about reimagining physical spaces. It was about rethinking our relationship with the environment. With an eco-friendly goal at its core, NEOM sought to create a blueprint for sustainable living, a model city that could exist in harmony with its surroundings rather than imposing upon them. The promise of NEOM was not just in its physical form, but in the advanced technology it would harness. Imagine a city where the latest tech isn't just incorporated, it's ingrained. A city where artificial intelligence, robotics, and next-generation connectivity aren't just features, they're the foundation. This was the dream of NEOM, a city where technology and human life intertwine seamlessly. At the heart of NEOM was a promise of a utopian future. A future where city living is not about congestion and chaos, but about coexistence and connection. A future where the cityscape is not an obstacle to be navigated, but a conduit for human interaction. A future where technology serves us, not the other way around. NEOM was a dream too grand to ignore, a vision that promised to redefine the future of cities. As we delve deeper into its rise and fall, we'll explore what made NEOM so alluring, and ultimately, what led to its downfall. With the blueprint out, it was time for the dream to take physical form. The initial stages of NEOM's construction were nothing short of breathtaking. A city that was conceived as a line unfurling through the desert, NEOM was a daring vision that captured imaginations worldwide. The idea of a linear city stretching from the borders of Jordan to the shores of the Red Sea was audacious. And yet, the world watched, entranced as the desert sands began to shift, making way for the future. The enthusiasm was palpable. From every corner of the globe, eyes were on NEOM. The project drew extensive international attention, not just for its groundbreaking design, but also for its promise of a sustainable, technologically advanced future. People were excited, and it wasn't just the romantics and the dreamers. Investors and tech giants alike were drawn to the allure of NEOM. The city was seen as a beacon of progress, a lodestar for what the future of urban living could be. And the investments flowed in, mirroring the worldwide enthusiasm. Billions of dollars were funneled into the project, funding that went into creating a city that was not just architecturally unique, but also technologically advanced. NEOM was to be a city of the future, and it showed in every aspect of its design. It was a city built for the digital age, a city where technology and sustainability were interwoven into the very fabric of its existence. In its early years, the progress was phenomenal. Buildings that were once mere sketches on paper began to take form, rising in the stark desert landscape. The city was coming to life, one line at a time. The promise of NEOM was becoming a reality, and it was a sight to behold. The world watched with bated breath as the desert began to birth a new kind of city. A city that was a line, a city that was a dream, a city that was NEOM. The rise of NEOM was not just the birth of a city, it was the dawn of a new era, a testament to the fact that when it comes to shaping our future, the only limit is the breadth of our imagination. But no dream, no matter how grand, is immune to the harsh realities of execution. NEOM, the city of the future, was not exempt from this rule. Even as the linear city was being built, it was met with a whirlwind of challenges, each one a formidable adversary to its realization. Firstly, the logistics of creating a city of this magnitude were unprecedented. Imagine trying to build a city that extends over hundreds of miles in a straight line. The sheer scale of the project was enough to give even the most seasoned urban planner pause. Infrastructure, transportation, utilities, each a puzzle piece in the grand scheme that had to be meticulously planned and executed. Then there were the environmental concerns. Building a city in the desert is no small feat. The arid landscape presented unique challenges in terms of water and energy resources. The city had to be sustainable, but how does one achieve that in a desert? It was a question that left many scratching their heads. The political controversies were another thorn in Neom's side. The city was touted as a beacon of progress, but it was also a symbol of the Saudi government's ambitious plans. This drew criticism from various corners, with critics questioning the feasibility and the motives behind the project. And let's not forget the skepticism from urban planners and critics. Many believed that the linear city was a concept that would not work in practice. They argued that the city's design was fundamentally flawed and that it was incapable of fostering the kind of community and culture that a traditional city does. Amidst all these hurdles, the dream of Neom began to falter. The once bright vision of a linear city was now clouded with doubts and uncertainties. The linear city was facing a winding path of obstacles. The challenges were many, and the path to realization was anything but straight. The linear city was facing a winding path of obstacles. Sometimes even the most ambitious dreams succumb to reality. This was the case with the Neon Project, a futuristic vision that promised to redefine the very fabric of urban living. The fall of Neon was not an overnight event. It was a slow descent, marked by unmet promises and unfulfilled expectations. The city that was supposed to be a beacon of innovation and progress ultimately fell short of its high-reaching objectives. One of the major factors in Neon's downfall was the sheer scale of the project. Building a linear city stretching hundreds of kilometers across the desert was an astronomical task. The technological, logistical, and environmental hurdles proved to be more challenging than anticipated. With each passing day, the vision of a linear future seemed more like a mirage in the desert. Moreover, the project was fraught with financial issues. The billions of dollars required to bring Neon to life were simply not materializing. Investors were wary of the risks involved, and without their support, the project was left gasping for funds. The world watched with bated breath as the ambitious venture began to falter. The fall of Neon was not just a blow to Saudi Arabia, but it sparked a global dialogue about the feasibility of such grandiose projects. Critics pointed out the impracticality of creating a city from scratch, while environmentalists raised concerns about the potential ecological impact. In Saudi Arabia, the impact was even more profound. The fall of Neon signified the failure of a dream that was tied to the country's vision of reducing dependency on oil and diversifying its economy. It was a setback, but also a reality check. It served as a stark reminder that ambition, while commendable, needs to be tempered with practicality. Neon's fall was a dramatic chapter in the story of urban development. It was a tale of ambition, innovation, and ultimately, the harsh reality of executing a vision that was perhaps too far ahead of its time. The line had broken, and with it, the dream of a linear future. In the aftermath of Neon's downfall, what lessons do we take away? This is a question that resonates with city planners, tech enthusiasts, and dreamers alike. As we look back at the rise and fall of Neon, we see a tale of ambition, innovation, and ultimately, a realization of the harsh realities of execution. Neon was a city that dared to dream. A linear metropolis stretching across the Saudi Arabian desert, it was a bold vision of a future where technology and sustainability could coexist. This audacious blueprint captured our collective imagination, symbolizing a future that was within our grasp. Yet it was not meant to be. The fall of Neon serves as a stark reminder that ambition without execution is merely a mirage. It's easy to get lost in the allure of grand visions, but the realities of city planning and development are grounded in logistics, resources, and the socio-economic dynamics of the people who are meant to inhabit these spaces. The impact of Neon on future city planning cannot be understated. It has reshaped our understanding of what's possible and has forced us to grapple with the complexities of creating sustainable, technologically advanced cities. Neon's downfall has imparted invaluable lessons about the delicate balance between vision and feasibility, between dreaming and doing. The implications for other ambitious city projects are clear. As we move forward, we must remember that a city is more than its infrastructure. It's a living, breathing entity shaped by its inhabitants and their needs. The downfall of neon has shown us that our dreams must be anchored in the realities of execution. In the end, neon serves as a poignant reminder of the challenges and potential rewards of daring to reimagine our urban landscapes. It's a testament to the human spirit's capacity to dream, innovate, and strive for a better future. Neon may have fallen, but it stands as a reminder. A city's foundation is as much about the dreams as it is about the realities of execution.